In today's video, we are going to be going over some more vehicles to purchase on a budget in GTA 5 Online. I've made one episode of this in the past, you guys seem to enjoy it, but I did leave out a ton of awesome vehicles, so we're going to be going over those today. It doesn't matter if you only have $100,000 or if you have $500,000, there are vehicles that you could buy in GTA 5 Online that are really cool. So with that said, I hope you guys go on to enjoy the video. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into it. Let's start with a $100,000 budget. First up is the Sentinel XS. You guys can get this thing for free if you find it on the streets, or you could purchase it for 60 grand, which really isn't worth it. It has a top speed of 117 miles per hour. It doesn't have a ton of customization options, but with the customization options that you have, you can make it look really cool. And it also looks awesome with colored headlights. Next, we have the Banshee. It costs $105,000, but it's worth it. It also has a top speed of 117 miles per hour. This vehicle doesn't have a ton of insane customizations, but if you really love the Dodge Viper, definitely purchase this, because you can upgrade it in the future to the 900R version, which has a ton of customization options. It's a beautiful car and it looks great in red. We also have the Dominator, which you could purchase for $35,000 or find it on the street completely free. It has a top speed of 120 miles per hour with a bunch of cool customization options. I prefer this thing over the Dominator GTX any day, because this thing looks so much nicer in my opinion. If you don't like any of these vehicles though, there's a link down below in the description to the previous episode I did with a bunch of other vehicles that you guys can take a look at. And if you still don't like those vehicles, don't worry, there's still another 139 other vehicles that you could pick from in GTA 5 Online with a 100k budget. Now you got a $300,000 budget. The first vehicle is the Super Diamond. It costs $250,000. It has a 111 mile per hour top speed, which isn't too great, but who cares because it's a Rolls-Royce Phantom. It doesn't have any customization options except for the wheels, color, and all the other basic stuff. It's an awesome vehicle. It's a Rolls-Royce. You could also grab the Coquet. It's $138,000 and it has 119 mile per hour top speed. Who doesn't love a nice C7 Corvette? I know I do. And this thing looks awesome. Tons of customization options. It's not the fastest sports car in the game, but it is still pretty decent. It'll keep up with some other ones. It's pretty damn nice. You could also grab the Jester for $240,000 with a 118 mile per hour top speed. One customization I love on it is the race modifications. It has a ton of stuff for like 1,500 bucks. It's pretty damn cool. If you don't like any of these cars or any of the cars in the link down below in the description, don't worry, there's still another 207 vehicles you could purchase with a $300,000 budget. Now we have a $500,000 budget. The first vehicle is the Camacho. $345k will get you this insane off-roading beast. It has a 116 mile per hour top speed, and it is one of the best off-roading vehicles in all of GTA 5 Online. It has a ton of cool customizations, and it's a pretty insane vehicle. You could also grab the Fiero GT for $448,000. It has 120 mile per hour top speed and barely any cosmetic upgrades. But I don't know what it is about this car. I just love the way it looks. You can also tint the damn headlights, which is a cool feature, and it's just a really awesome car. You could also grab the Sabre Turbo Custom for $490,000 with a 121 mile per hour top speed. You could see I upgraded it looking clean and fully maxed out. I prefer the clean version, but that's just me. If you don't like these vehicles or any of the ones down below in the description in that video, don't worry, there's another 250 vehicles you could buy with a $500,000 budget. Now you got 800 grand on hand. A vehicle you should consider is the 8F Drafter. This vehicle is awesome. For $718,000, you get an insane car with 117 mile per hour top speed. Based off the RS5 in real life, Rockstar did a great job at customizing this vehicle, plus it has a ton of cool cosmetic upgrades. You could also grab the Turismo Classic for $705,000 with 120 mile per hour top speed. It doesn't have a ton of insane upgrades, but I'm telling you, this sports classic car is a beast. I've won so many sports classic races driving this thing. It's insane. Trust me, it's worth the money. Plus, it's a beautiful car. You could also grab the Comet Retro Custom for $645,000 with 121 mile per hour top speed. This Porsche looks so damn nice with so many different upgrades since it is a Benny's vehicle. But if you still don't like any of these vehicles or any of the cars in the link down below in the description, don't worry, there's another 317 vehicles you could buy with an $800,000 budget. Now you guys have $1 million on hand. Consider purchasing the 190Z. For $900k, you get a gift from God with 109 mile per hour top speed. This thing's upgrade potential is insane. It's one of the most highly customizable vehicles in GTA 5 Online. Like, just look at it. How could you not want this thing? Or maybe you want some luxury in your life. The Windsor is definitely the car for you. For $845,000, you get a pretty insane Rolls Royce with a 118 mph top speed, and it looks really nice in black, and if you throw that Santa Nova livery on it, it'll look even nicer. I'm telling you, this thing just oozes luxury. Or maybe you're into classics. If you are, take a look at the Mamba. For $995,000, with a 117 mph top speed, you get an insane car that looks absolutely stunning, especially with that paint job. If you don't like this thing or any of the other cars in the past episode, don't worry, there's still another 361 cars you could buy with a $1 million budget. Now you got a $1.5 million budget. The Terabyte is something you should consider purchasing if you want to make some more easy money. There's 2 links down below in the description, and it tells you how to make $400,000 per hour and up to $700,000 per hour abusing this Terabyte and a few other things in GTA 5. Trust me, it's worth it. You could also grab my go-to sports car, the Jaguar, for $1.2 million with a 126 mph top speed. Yeah, it's that fast. You'll actually be passing by some supercars in GTA 5 if you buy this thing. Like I said, it's my go-to car. I use this thing all the time in sports races. Its handling is impeccable and it's worth every penny. And you could also buy the Pariah. For $1.4 million, you're getting one of the fastest street cars in GTA 5 Online. The handling isn't the best, but if you like drag racing, this thing is definitely for you. It's a pretty nice car. If you still don't like any of these cars though, and you don't like anything from the past episode, don't worry, you can buy another 415 vehicles with a $1.5 million budget. Now you got a $2 million budget. A vehicle you should consider purchasing is the Sparrow for $1.8 million with a 168 mph top speed. This thing is so useful, especially if you grind up the Cal Perico Heist. Some people complain, oh, the health isn't that great. Well, it actually has more health than the Buzzard Attack Chopper, and it's way faster opposed to the Buzzard, which has a top speed of 145 mph. The Sparrow is super useful, and it'll help you make a ton of money. You could also grab the good old Cyclone. For $1.89 million with about 116 mph top speed, you're getting one of the best accelerating vehicles in GTA 5. This is one of the only cars that can complete a quarter mile in under 10 seconds. If you bring this to an airport drag race, you'll absolutely slap with it. And let's say you're newer to the game and you want to get into supercar racing, the Wagner is one of the best starter cars to buy for $1.5 million with a 126 mph top speed. It is literally the perfect vehicle for a beginner or a veteran if you want something easy to race. If you still don't like these vehicles or anything in the past episode, don't worry, there's another 461 vehicles you could buy with a $2 million budget. Now somehow you have $3 million in your pocket and you're looking to buy a vehicle. The Phantom Wedge is the perfect contender for this. It's $2.5 million, and if you hate pedestrians in GTA 5, you will love this thing. It will absolutely destroy anything that comes near it with this massive ram thing it has on the front. It's pretty damn cool. You could also grab the ZR380 for $2.1 million with a 140 mph top speed, and it has the option to jump and have NOS. Doesn't have too many cosmetic upgrades unless you want to make it look like a crazy arena war vehicle, but it is extremely fast and really fun to drive around. You could also grab the S80RR for $2.5 million with 123 mph top speed. If you ever made the mistake of buying the X80 Proto and you're tired of taking off when you're doing races, this thing sticks to the damn ground. It's insane. If you still don't like these vehicles or anything in the past episode, don't worry, there's another 500 vehicles you could buy with a $3 million budget. Now somehow you have $4 million and you're looking to buy something. The Akula is one of the best helicopters in the game. Here's a couple of reasons why. You can go off the radar for as long as you want, whenever you want. You can go up to 157 miles per hour while flying straight, and even faster when you're going down, and it only costs $3.7 million. Yeah, that's still a lot of money, but it's an amazing helicopter. Maybe you're into open wheel racing. If so, the BR8 is the best vehicle to buy. For $3.4 million, you're getting an insane Formula 1 vehicle. It's hands down the best one, and it also has a top speed of 122 miles per hour, and like I said, it's the best out of every open wheel vehicle in the game, in my opinion. Plus, it looks really cool. Maybe you want a multi-use vehicle. The Oppressor Mark I is perfect for you. For $3.5 million, you get an awesome vehicle. It's really fun to fly around and do tricks with. It's really helpful for making money, and it's really good at killing players if you're into that kind of stuff. It also has a top speed of 140 miles per hour. If you still don't like any of these vehicles or any of the other ones in the previous episode, don't worry, there's another 529 other vehicles you could buy with a $4 million budget. Now you came across $5 million. So you want to buy a vehicle? How about the fastest vehicle? You can get the Pyro for $4.4 million, and it has a 222 mile per hour top speed. It's insane. And if you wanted to, you can unlock a trade price and get it for only $3.3 million. But of course, that's up to you. But just saying, it's literally the fastest thing in the game. What about the Deluxo? It's $4.7 million. It has a 127 mile per hour top speed. If you unlock the trade price, you can get it $1 million off for $3.5 million total. It's pretty great. A lot of people rate this vehicle. It's really, really useful. I prefer the Oppressor Mark II over this, but I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed if you buy this thing. And finally, you can get the Scramjet for $4.6 million, and if you unlock the trade price, you can get it for $3.4 million, which is an absolute steal. This thing is a ton of fun. I use it all the time. And if you don't like these vehicles or anything else I mentioned in this video, or any of the vehicles from the previous video, don't worry, because you can buy every other vehicle in the game except for 6, and those 6 are going to be the Bombushka, the Ruiner 2000, the Swift Deluxe, the Laser, the Tula, and of course, the Luxor Deluxe, which is $10 million, which is just crazy expensive. But all the vehicles I mentioned in this video are honestly worth it. They're all really amazing. And if you don't like any of those, like I said, take a look at the video I made down below in the description. It's the exact same as this, but with just some other cars that I also think are really awesome and totally worth your money. By the way, this video is sponsored by Grand RP. Take a look at this quick promo and I guarantee you're going to want to join this server. Have you been getting bored of GTA 5 recently? Why don't you come to a city with limitless possibilities? Welcome to the world of Grand RP, where you could join cool organizations like the Los Santos Police Department. You could also join the government, or if you wanted to, join the FIB. You can also purchase over 300 insane vehicles, upgrade them, and some of them can even reach speeds well over 400 kilometers per hour. You can also rent tons of awesome vehicles if you can't afford to purchase them. Every day the server does promotions where you can earn Grand Coins or cash, and with Grand Coins you can use them to open containers and win some insane prizes like cars, clothes, and tons of money. It only takes a minute to start playing. Just click the link down below in the description and follow the instructions and you're good to go. I'm telling you right now, you will become addicted to this game and you won't want to stop playing. So stop on by and play GTA 5 in a way you've never experienced before. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys in the next one.